Hi, Jacob. How's it going?
I'm doing good.
Good, good. So let's get into this. As you know, as I've told you last time we met, and as you know now, this is our last week together. We've been here about 12 weeks. You've made quite a bit of progress in what we've been talking about in terms of not being so stuck in the past versus looking more towards the future, or at least being in the present. From what you've told me in previous sessions, you're feeling a little better about, you're feeling more like you can be present in situations and kind of look forward rather than being stuck in what happened all those years ago.
Right. It's been really helpful actually. Just being able to look more at the present and the future compared to just looking in the past and feeling sorry for myself. It didn't really help. It's been more helpful to look at the future and see that yes, even though I do have life in prison without the possibility of being on parole, that I still get to live and I don't get the death penalty, which I'm grateful for that. So that's one good thing about this whole issue, I guess you can say.
I'm very glad you feel that way. I'm glad to know that our time together has helped you. So do you mind telling me, just aside from what you just said, kind of giving me, tell me how you feel about our time together and about your experience in therapy and all that.
I think that the therapy, I guess you could say, was very helpful. That like I said, I don't have to feel sorry for myself, wallowing in the past, looking down on things. That I can actually look up and hold my head up and say, "Hey, I accomplished this. It's something good." Instead of like how my mom and my stepdad used to be, where they were like always belittling me and like calling me a bunch of bad things and making my self-esteem go kind of low. That I can actually be like, wow, I did this. I actually accomplished something, where my self-esteem is actually going higher. So with all the therapy and all these sessions, I've been very grateful for the amount of stuff that this jail, and I guess you could say this agency, has done for me. I'm very grateful for it, because I don't know where I would be without this stuff.
Okay, so that's great to hear. What you're saying, what I hear you saying is that you're more able to be in the moment and be grateful for what you've accomplished and be proud of yourself for what you've accomplished. Because I remember in previous sessions you've talked a lot about kind of being stuck in those feelings that your parents made you feel in the past and all that. I'm glad to see you're not necessarily like moving on, but like moving forward, like looking at more who you can be for yourself rather than what you remember thinking that you were based on your parents and how they felt about you and all that.
Right, because what they did back then to me doesn't define who I am now, which is one really good thing that I've come to realize, that I'm not defined by the crap that I did in the past. It's what I am doing now and what I will be doing in the future. Whether that's doing like speaking in this jail about the crime that I did and trying to educate others and have them being self-aware of that, so that if they have family members that are outside this jail, that those people can learn from my mistake and the fear that I went through, being like, oh no, what am I going to do if someone catches me, and what if I am like a coward and I don't know what else to do besides taking out my mom and my stepdad. There are other ways of looking at the situation and trying to remedy it other than just going out, grabbing a gun and blasting them both in the head. That wasn't the right decision to do, but at that time I didn't know what else to do. So it was kind of like a last resort type of thing. And since my friend wasn't able to complete the act, I had to just jump in and be like, all right, I'll do this. And at first I felt like I really didn't regret it as much, but now I've come to realize that yes, I do pay for my actions that I've done. And so I have to live with the consequences, which they do make sense, since committing first-degree murder could end up being life in prison, with parole or without. Most likely it is without. So it's okay that I suffer this fate.
Alright, so a lot of what I'm hearing is that you feel that even though you regret the things that you've done, you've definitely learned from your mistakes, and you're using that knowledge kind of to help educate your peers and the other kids, other people coming into the prison, being able to pass on your knowledge. You feel like that's fulfilling for you.
Exactly. I completely agree with that.
So I'd like to ask you about, I know you've been involved in a couple of groups here in the prison. You're involved in your your juvenile offender group and your other group that you're a part of. So how would you say that taking part in those, taking part in those groups have helped you out, and how you think they might continue?
I would say with the juvenile offender group / delinquent, with that, it gave me some people to talk to about my crime, that I wouldn't have to keep saying like, oh, I did this, and keep repeating my story over and over and over again. That I had found out that there were people that were in a similar situation like I am. And so learning that, oh, someone's in the same predicament that I am, and that I'm not alone in this, so that I can then cope and learn from my mistake, and then see if the person that is similar to me with the offense, that if they have learned from their mistake, and just doing an accountability partner, which that really helps. Because if I do something stupid, or if I do something that's wrong, then I can let that other person know, and then they can keep me accountable for it, so that then I don't have to go through that crap and do the same mistake over again.
Okay. So you really feel that being a part of a group of people who've been through similar experiences helps with kind of solidarity, and being able to, instead of just saying your story, be able to kind of process what that means for you.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. And what was I just going to say? So process what that means for you, and I completely forgot. So,
Moving on.
Moving on. I'm glad to see that those groups have been beneficial to you. So I recall you talking about how you enjoy learning about history, reading about history. Have you? How's that been going for you?
It's been going really well. I guess you can say the library here at the jail, they have a ton of books on history with all different subjects. Stuff from like back in the BC era, all the way up to like present day stuff, and just like all the different like wars that had happened, all the different like heinous crimes and whatnot. Just very big things that have happened in all parts of the world. And I guess I would consider myself a history buff, I guess you could say. So I love just learning about all different types of history. American history, South African history, South America history, like whether it's like all the different countries, Central America history, let's see here, the UK history. There's like a whole bunch of things that I would not have known if I had not read those books. And it just feels like I am doing something to, yes, pass time, but it also helps me with my cognitive functioning and my processing. So it at least gives me something to do to pass the time. But I like learning. That's one thing that I will never give up.
So these are all things you said are in our library, all these books and all that?
Yes.
So so you definitely have something continuing on from here that will be able to occupy your time and help
Yes.
you, keep your mind sharp in a manner of speaking.
Right.
So, what would you say? Oh, is it? So, what would you say are some resources that you'd like to be connected to moving forward, just to kind of keep the ball rolling?
I guess still like the library, yes. Still being a part of those groups that I'm a part of. Still like kind of doing the accountability partner thing as well. I guess like you could also say cooking and stuff like that. Just things that'll help me do stuff on my own. Even though yes, I am monitored by the guards and whatnot, that I'm still able to do some stuff independently. So it's not like I'm being led by the hand the whole entire time.
To kind of keep like your own kind of personality.
Yeah, and
going
independence and whatnot.
Yeah. So you mentioned cooking. Is that something that you'd like to get on like the team or get on some sort of like maintenance crew? Something that we could possibly talk to the prison about to see if you could have some jobs or
Yeah,
any of that?
yes. Even though yes, I won't be earning any money, that's not a big deal. But at least like being able to help others.
Okay.
And I guess also if there's like a public speaking group or like some like self-awareness group. Those would be helpful as well.
So I will do some digging and see if I can get you connected with some of those. I can see that definitely being something you would enjoy, given how much you seem to enjoy passing on your knowledge to other people.
Yes, so that other people won't have to go through the same crap that I had to go through. So that they don't have to end up in jail, whether it's juvie or adult jail, that they can live the life that they want to.
Okay, so you'd like to do some sort of like a go out in the community type of like speak to like students or something like
Right,
that?
kind of like, I guess you can say a motivational speaker, I guess is what you call it.
Okay. So there's definitely a process that will go into allowing for that, but I definitely feel that that's something that you would be able to do. So we'd have to check with policy and all of that.
That's fine. Take as much time as you need.
Okay.
Heck, I got life. Trust me, I'm not gonna be moving anywhere.
Okay, so we've got kind of summarized what you, how you felt about our time together. We've got some ideas to link you up with some resources moving forward, just to kind of keep your, everything, just keep the ball rolling, really.
All right, sounds good.
Well, I wish you the best. I hope this progress continues to move forward, just so you can make the best of your time here and hopefully find some sort of fulfillment.
That's what I'm hoping to.
It was really wonderful talking to you and being with you these 12 weeks. So.
Same.
Okay, Jacob. So now that we've got everything kind of wrapped up here, we've got our resources in order, we've got how you're feeling in order. Since it's the last week, I need to have you fill out some forms. Just this one form, actually. I got a discharge form here that you need to sign, just kind of stating that you completed your therapy, you know, the basic paperwork that they need.
Right.
So what you're going to do here is you're going to sign your name, then you're going to print your name here just to make sure everyone can read it.
Okay.
And sign the date
the
there.
date. Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Oh well. today is the...
The 14th.
Alright. Yeah, good enough. There we go.
Thank you. And I like to do this little custom where when my clients finish their therapy, I like to give them a little certificate just to kind of give them a reminder of what they did and the progress they made, and look at it and be proud of themselves. So here you go. You did it.
Yay!
You did it. Well, thank you very much, Jacob. I really enjoyed this time we had together. You made a lot of progress. I'm proud of you.